What's up, guys? Welcome back to I Know Ball. Today we'll be ranking the top 32 DHs in the MLB, two free agents that will definitely be a part of a team soon. Let's get right into it. At number 32 is Bryce Eldridge of the Giants. Not the best 28 at-bats, only had 3 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, 42 OPS plus, but he raked in the minors, 836 OPS in AAA with 18 homers and 63 RBIs. I'm sure Eldridge is better than guys ahead of him, but this is usually how I rank rookies. At number 1 is Adrian Del Castillo of the Diamondbacks. Not a great 120 at-bats this past year. 242 average, 682 OPS, 87 OPS plus, 4 homers, 17 RBIs. He will catch here and there, and he's a pretty good blocker. Played good in 2024, so I'm sure there's a bat in there somewhere. At number 30 is Gavin Lux of the Reds. He's kind of getting unplayable defensively with a 9 outs above average, negative 9 outs above average. They have to DH him at this point, and the hitting is just very weird. 450 at bats, and he hit 269 with a 724 OPS, 97 OPS plus, 5 homers, 53 RBIs, negative 0.2 B WAR, 0.3 F WAR. Former top prospect, and we've never seen that potential. At number 29 is Samuel Basallo of the Orioles. Another safe ranking I'm taking here because he didn't show much in 100 at-bats. He batted 165 with a 559 OPS, 56 OPS plus, 4 homers, 15 RBIs, negative 0.2 B WAR, negative 0.3 F WAR. Terrible defender for catcher, so they need him to rake at DH. At number 28 is Edgar Quero of the White Sox. I like Quero. I think he can be solid going into his sophomore year because he played just a little below average in 2025. He batted 268 with a 689 OPS, 94 OPS plus, 5 homers, 36 RBIs. He's got good metrics. The White Sox got a young lineup. Edgar's 22. We'll see what he contributes next year. At number 27 is CJ Kayfus of the Guardians. Only took 123 at-bats and had a 220 average, 707 OPS, 94 OPS plus, 4 homers, 19 RBIs, 4 steals, 930 OPS though last year in the minors. He hit 14 home runs as well. So he's got a good bat. Get him some playing time, and I'm sure he can show that. At number 26 is Masataka Yoshida of the Red Sox. In just below 200 at-bats, he batted 266 with a 696 OPS, 93 OPS plus, 4 homers, 26 RBIs, 0.2 B WAR, negative 0.1 F WAR. He's been good in the past. No injuries. Stay in the lineup. He may return to that form. At number 25 is Jonathan India of the Royals. He played way too much last year for being bad, but India has shown very good hitting, so I just can't give up on him yet. 233 average, 669 OPS, 89 OPS plus, 9 homers, 45 RBIs, but played the worst defense in the league probably last year, a negative 14 outs above average, so they just have to DH him now. At number 24 is Jock Peterson of the Rangers. If you think Jock is as bad as a hitter as he was last year for even a little bit, you're crazy. You can't throw him out yet because if he wanted to, he could hit 30 home runs next year. In 2025, he batted 181 with a 614 OPS, 81 OPS plus, 9 homers, 26 RBIs. Just awful. But maybe he turns it around. If not, his career is probably over. At number 23 is Jorge Soler of the Angels. Same thing here with Soler. If he wants to, he'll hit 30 homers next year. In 2025, he batted 215 with a 680 OPS, 87 OPS plus, 12 homers, 34 RBIs. I mean, if he doesn't turn around, he's probably done. Fangrass hasn't playing in the outfield. It's just not happening. He sucks in the outfield. At number 22 is Moises Ballesteros of the Cubs. Very good 57 at-bats. 298 average, 868 OPS, 151 OPS plus, 2 homers, 11 RBIs, 9 walks as well. And that little amount of plate appearances, that's pretty good. He's their number 2 prospect. He will catch a little here and there. He looks very promising. At number 21, probably going into his last year, is my favorite player of all time, Andrew McCutchen. He's a free agent, but we all know he's going back to Pittsburgh. I have him this high because he'll just hit against lefties, and he just hits them really well. Last year, he hit 239 with a 700 OPS, 95 OPS plus. That was versus righties as well. 13 homers, 57 RBIs. He walked 12.2% of the time, which is amazing. No biasness. I promise he's a Hall of Famer. Starting the top 20 is Augustin Ramirez of the Marlins. He has to DH because this guy is the worst defensive catcher I've ever seen. He had a decent hitting rookie year, though. I mean, 231 average, 701 OPS, 92 OPS plus. Those numbers don't look good. The cumulative numbers do. 21 homers, 67 RBS. Nice. And somehow sold 16 bags at 31st percentile speed. I mean, Ramirez could be good next year. At number 19 is Trevor Larnach of the Twins. In 2025, he hit 250 with a 727 OPS, 99 OPS plus, 17 homers, 60 RBIs, 0.1 B WAR, 0.2 F WAR, 24 doubles as well. He's a very other year guy, So he had his down year. Might go for 30 bombs next year if he feels like it. At number 18 is Jerkson Profar of the Braves. He missed half the season due to being busted of taking PEDs. I don't know why he would do that after having a good 2024. But in 2025, in 300 at-bats, he batted 245 with a 787 OPS, 121 OPS plus, 14 homers, 43 RBIs. He'll play a little outfield and first here and there. He's kind of like a utility DH. It's pretty cool. At number 17 is Gavin Sheets of the Padres. He was in the first base video, but some moves have been made, so now he's going to be the DH, which is what I said he should do because he will be a good hitter. In 2025, he batted 252 with a 746 OPS, 105 OPS plus, 19 homers, 71 RBIs. I mean, he left the White Sox and became good, just like Andrew Vaughn. Maybe that's what some other people need to do. At number 16 is Dominic Canzone of the Mariners. One of the most underrated seasons this past year. Even though it was 250 at-bats, he was really good. 300 average, 840 OPS, 142 OPS plus, 11 homers, 32 RBIs. I mean, the big question is, can this hold up? 2026 will tell a big story for his career. At the halfway point, number 15 is Mickey Moniak of the Rockies. Forget his bad defense, -8 outs above average, but Moniak's hitting showed 5 years after it should have. 270 average, 824 OPS, 115 OPS plus, 24 homers, 68 RBIs, 20 doubles, 8 triples, -0.6 WAR, strictly because of defense. I mean, maybe it's just the chorus effect. At number 14 is Isaac Paredes of the Astros. He won't play third next year to stay healthy, and he just doesn't play it well. But it amazes me how he's only going to be 27 at some point, and this is a really good hitter. 254 average, 809 OPS, 123 OPS plus, 20 homers, 53 RBIs. I mean, obviously the Crawford boxes help this guy. All he does is pull the ball, but he plays to his strengths, and he's a good hitter. At number 13 is Ivan Herrera of the Cardinals. This might be a piece that Cardinals might want to keep, but if they want to start trading players, I mean, he's going to give a ton in return because the hitting was just super good in 2025. 284 average, 837 OPS, 136 OPS plus, 19 homers, 66 RBIs, and 388 at-bats. He'll catch here and there. I mean, who expected this? At number 12 is free agent Marcell Ozuna. It looks like Ozuna is on the decline. He's getting older and just had a huge regress season. 232 average, 756 OPS, 113 OPS plus, 21 homers, 68 RBIs, 1.6 BWAR, 1.2 FWAR. I don't know who's linked to this guy. There's 0 rumors, and maybe because of his past, no one wants him. At number 11 is new Pittsburgh Pirate Ryan O'Hearn. First multi-year contract for the Pirates since 2016, so good job, I guess. But O'Hearn had an amazing 2025. He batted 281 with an 803 OPS, 125 OPS plus, 17 homers, 63 RBIs. He did make the All-Star team. He will play the outfield and first base occasionally. Very good signing for the Pirates. Starting the top 10 is Giancarlo Stanton of the Yankees. Stanton looked like MVP hitting Stanton last year. It's just a slow, always hurt, can't help the outfield Stanton that has him at 10. He batted 273 with a 944 OPS, 158 OPS plus, 24 homers, 66 RBIs, and only 250 at-bats. I mean, that's just insane. I could look really bad next year with this ranking. At number 9 is Kerry Carpenter of the Tigers. George Kirby is going to float a slider, and Carpenter is going to yard to right field. If you know, you know. Anyways, a good year for Kerry Bonds. 252 average, 788 OPS, 114 OPS plus, 26 homers, 62 RBIs. He's an amazing postseason hitter. I mean, big year for Kerry coming up. At number 8 is Jorge Polanco now on the Mets. He's not just going to DH. He'll be at first, maybe some games at second and third as well. But Polanco figured it out last season with the Mariners. 265 average, 821 OPS, 134 OPS plus, 26 homers, 78 RBIs, 30 doubles. Mets needed hitting, and they got themselves a good bat. At number 7 is Christian Yelich of the Brewers. Another solid season for Yelich. 264 average, 795 OPS, 121 OPS plus, 29 homers, 103 RBIs. He finished 12th in MVP. He had 3.1 BWAR, 2.4 FWAR. Bad defense when he's out there. He's 34. It's hard to tell the player he will be next year, but he just only needs to hit. Just missing the top 5 at 6 is Yandy Diaz of the Rays. Somewhat brought back his 2023 bat. It's safe to say Yandy's just a pure hitter. He hit 300 with an 848 OPS, 136 OPS plus, 25 homers, 83 RBIs, 29 doubles, 3.4 BWAR, 2.9 FWAR, -7 outs above average at first. So he might play there like once a week. but he's just not going to play there anymore. Starting the top 5 at number 5 is George Springer of the Blue Jays. Why did he just decide to hit like 2019 Springer? I mean, he was so good. 309 average, 959 OPS, 161 OPS plus, 32 homers, 84 RBIs. Had a really good postseason. I know this ranking may look bad. I just don't know if I can trust him. He could make me look stupid though. At number 4 is James Wood of the Nationals. He played bad defense, -6 outs above average, but he will be out there a decent amount of games next season. In 2025, he batted .256 with an 825 OPS, 132 OPS plus, 31 homers, 94 RBIs, 15 steals, 38 doubles. The strikeouts are really concerning, led the league, but as you play more, that number will go down. At number 3 is Brent Rooker of the Athletics. Somehow hit worse in Sacramento, and his OPS dropped 100 points, just like Lawrence Butler. But he still rakes. You can't doubt him. In 2025, he batted .262 with an 814 OPS, 123 OPS plus, 30 homers, 89 RBIs, 2.3 WAR, 2.4 FWAR. We all know he got screwed in the home run derby. He should go back and compete in that next year. At number 2, re-signing with the Phillies is Kyle Schwarber. Best hitting season of his career so far. He batted .240 with a 928 OPS, 150 OPS plus, 56 homers, 132 RBIs, which both led the league. 4.7 WAR, 4.9 FWAR, finished second in MVP. You know he's just going to mash, but you better hope you're not seeing him truck out into the outfield. And the obvious number 1 is Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers. Say what you want, but Shohei is the best athlete in sports right now. Nobody does what he does. In 2025, he batted .282 with a 1,014 OPS, 179 OPS plus, 55 homers, 102 RBIs, 20 steals, which I want him to steal more again, 146 runs, 172 hits, 25 doubles, 9 triples. I know we all remember his shove and 3-homer game versus the Brewers in the playoffs. One of the best games all season. 3 years in a row winning the MVP. No one is better than Shohei. He also pitched to a 2.87 ERA in 47 innings. Nobody will ever do what he does again. Thanks so much for watching. The last ranking video will be ranking every team starting pitcher number 1, and that will end the series before we get into my predictions. Thanks for watching again. Have a great day.